in your mind, there is neither the meditator meditation nor the object of meditation. That's one part. You have no samadhi. There is no region outside you, nor is there any substance of time. I am the nectar of knowledge, homogeneous existence like the sky. So he says, Acharya ji, the Gita talks beyond the differences, but we always have a clouded sky. In the last class, you told us you are the disciple of your trouble-free self. But we have no control over troubles. We always have a feeling of insecurity. So, how do I stop my sky from being cloudy when I have so little control over the clouded scenario? Where to start from? You don't have to stop the sky from being cloudy. What problem do you have with clouds? Clouds are nice, are they not? If you are told to photograph the sky and there is only the pure blue empty sky, what would you photograph? All art depends on clouds. And clouds have so many forms. Clouds dance, clouds rain. Have you ever seen the sun smiling from behind the clouds? It's so beautiful. Yes, there is beauty in the unclouded sun. And there is also great beauty when the sun peeps for a second from behind a cloud, like a mischievous child. Have you seen that? It's all clouded. And then suddenly in between, you see a glimpse of the sun. The same thing happens in the nights also. There is the cloud, and then you see the silver lining, and then there is the... You are tempted to say that the total moon would probably not be as beautiful as this little glimpse of the partial moon. The clouds are nice, are they not? Have you seen sometimes that you can look at the sun only when the clouds are there? If there is nothing but the sharp, total, pure illumination, radiance of the sun, then it is too much for your eyes. Is it not? But when the clouds act like a screen, then you can catch a glimpse of the sun as well. That's very interesting. We say that the clouds screen the sun. But here we see that the clouds also enable us to know the sun. Know that in this analogy, clouds stand for troubles and the sun stands for the peaceful truth. Are you getting it? And then there is the light of the sun. Have you noticed that sometimes due to the clouds, the light of the sun breaks into its constituents? And then you see a spectrum, not a ray. Have you seen that? Would that realization have been available to you without the clouds? Hmm? Little kids, when they are asked to paint their house, and you all were little kids once. Do you remember how you would paint or draw? So there is the hut. Then there is this little pathway down the hut. Then there are hills. Then there is the sun rising from in between the hills. And then there necessarily are clouds. And between the clouds you have, what are these? Birds. Clouds are good. Kindly don't kill them. Kindly don't talk of them in such frustrated terms. Does the sky ever complain? That's too bad. The clouds are in the sky, but the sky never complains. It seems the clouds are in the sky, but to you. The clouds are in the sky, but not to the sky. They are in the sky, but to you. The sky is all right with the clouds. The sky does not lose its skyness because of clouds. But you lose your stillness when there are clouds. Let there be clouds. There would be no fun in life without clouds. No clouds, no stories. You will be bored. You must have something to do, right? Otherwise, these muscles will get weak and decay. To be born is to be born in time. You have a whopping 80 years to live. What will you do? 80 years, no clouds. Only the pure, clear, radiant sky. Watch it. Then you won't even be able to die. The clouds enable death. So let there be these little mischiefs. The sky is vast enough to contain them. You too are potent enough to let them be. Just don't make them unnecessarily important for you. Once, long back, I was on a terrace and I was watching the clouds, and the clouds were making various figures. Didn't I know that these are clouds? But I remember that night very clearly. You know they are clouds. Yet there is wonderment in watching the magical figures that arise from those clouds. The cauliflower turns into a mountain. The bear turns into a princess. The cauliflower is the most common figure with the clouds. And watch the cauliflower turn into what not. Knowing fully well that these are just clouds. Do that. It's one of the best methods of meditation that you can have. There is the sky above the clouds, below the clouds. In the background, in the forefront, to the left, to the right, in the middle. And then there are the clouds. They are rising, falling, some big, some small, uniting, breaking. And so many stories are emerging from them. Are you so insensitive to say that all those stories are just false? Oh, of course they are. But they are not. It's a very subtle thing. You must understand this. If you say that the world does not exist, you are an idiot. If you say that the world exists, you are still an idiot. Are the clouds telling a story? Of course. Are the clouds false? Of course. Is the story false? Of course. But let's still weave the story and read the story. There is no escape from this. Liberation is not about getting liberated from clouds. Liberation is about seeing that even with the clouds, the sky is already and always liberated. A trouble-free self does not mean that there are no troubles. A trouble-free self is to realize that even with troubles, you are trouble-free. And if you can't be trouble-free in the middle of troubles, you will never be trouble-free. Troubles, there would always be. If you are wishing for a trouble-free life, then go and commit suicide and discover that even suicide does not end your troubles. There is nothing called a trouble-free life. There is only a life that does not label anything as a trouble. There is only a life that labels troubles as troubles and yet remains trouble-free. Either way. Either don't call anything a trouble or call it a trouble if that pleases you and yet remain untroubled. Trouble is not your nature. To the little eye, the sky appears clouded, but to be clouded is not the nature of the sky. All that the little eye can see is a piece of the sky, and a piece of the sky might appear clouded to the clouded eye. Is the sky clouded or is the eye clouded? The cloud is in front of your eye, but you say, oh, today the sky is clouded. Very nice of you. The sky is never clouded, and you really can never be troubled. To be troubled is to identify with the trouble. And if you're not identified with the trouble is not really a trouble. It is a trouble only for namesake. It is now just a happening. Now just a rising and a falling. Now just a situation. Who wants to call it a trouble now? But you may. You can do anything. You are the sky. You can call a bubble a trouble. You are the Almighty. Dattatreya would agree. You look at a bubble. It's trouble. The bubble is gone. Now there is the rubble. It's trouble. You look at a woman. Now the man, the woman, double trouble. Anything can be a trouble to you. A simple man, a simple woman, to you can be troublesome. Does that not happen? The lady did nothing in particular, nothing intentionally. She just happened to walk in front of you, and now you are so greatly troubled. In the night, you had 102. You are troubled. There's nothing called a trouble. If you are an idiot, then you will remain troubled. There is nothing called an objective trouble. Trouble is always subjective. Which means that there is nothing called the clouding of the sky. Only the eye is clouded. Trouble is always subjective. Getting it? Even in the so-called worst of situations, keep faith. Where there is faith, there is all rightness. And if you are still all right, where is trouble? Keep faith.